Alright, welcome back to the Let's Ride channel. This is MTC, and it's the next day. I'm actually gonna go on a ride to Seattle for the Seattle Saturday night ride. So, getting there, I'm gonna have to conserve some battery. Make sure I don't go just, you know, balls to the wall. And hopefully I can make it there all right. So I think for now I'm gonna switch it over to Eco. So I do want to save some juice. What is this person doing? You know, actually, I don't like the feel of this in Eco. One second. There we go. That person, I'm sure they were trying to do a U-turn, but like they could have just pulled into that cul-de-sac and been fine. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Now, in order to get to Gaswork Park, where or Gasworks, I should say, Park, which is where the Seattle Saturday night ride is going to happen, or at least begin. I'm going to ride the Burke-Gilman Trail there, and basically to get on that I'm going to get back on the Sammamish River Trail. But I actually might go a different way this time, just so I don't have to loop around too much, because I do want to try to conserve, you know, as much of this as I can. Let me try mode 2 without Eco. Maybe that'll feel better. Oh yeah, for sure. Now, if you're looking for more of a review video, please refer to the first video in this series. And I still wouldn't consider that a full review, just because I don't have the steering damper yet, and I don't want to make my final judgment on this until I do. That may turn my rating from what it was to maybe a possibly higher rating. We shall see. Ooh, wow. Some kind of bug just flew right against my visor. I'm very happy I have it down. Also, I have the mic in a different position, so hopefully there's less wind noise, but you can still hear me. I should have tested it, but I was kind of in a rush to get to the ride, and enough time to actually get there at an economy speed. Now I'm fairly confident there's actually a quicker way to get on this trail than I'm going, but I don't know it, and I'm gonna try to do a lot of this just based upon the fact that I need to ride the Burt Gilman Trail for like 14 miles or 13, something like that. So that reminds me, I'm at 489 miles right now on the odometer. Didn't quite hit 500 in the first set of videos, but definitely gonna hit that today. So kind of a birthday of sorts for my Bronco here. No cars are behind me, so I'm just gonna keep riding in the lane. Plus I need to take a left here soon anyways. Wow, that seems to be a recurring excuse of mine. Like I said in the last video, try not to imitate me. Some of the stuff I'm doing here probably isn't too good. Ugh. Ugh. Alright, now up ahead this is a shared lane, like bike usage and car. So at this point in time it really doesn't matter that I'm riding in the street, quite honestly. As I'm showing, I'm keeping up pace with this car in front of me just fine. Now, because of riders like myself and the fact that, you know, as these get more popular, there's unfortunately going to be more incidents regarding them, or involving them, I should say. That's probably the better word. Because as of right now, at least in my state here, there's no requirement of any insurance or license or anything of the sort to get on the road and ride one of these like I'm doing right now. Now I believe there are states that are trying to potentially put some regulations in place. So it's just one of those things where I feel like you gotta ride while you can. Because eventually the getting won't be as good. Now, even if you had to get like insurance on one of these, the way I see it is this scooter weighs 105, probably around 109 with my accessories, right? I weigh about 145, so that total weight against a car that weighs a couple of tons at bare minimum, I mean, really, who's getting the most messed up in that? So I really hope nothing crazy happens. I mean, like I said, I've been riding scooters for over a year and a half now without any crazy incident. All right. Now I'm gonna go probably decently slow on the path today because I do want to try to conserve as much battery as I can. On your left. On your left. Oh, and it sucks. I unfortunately ripped my main set of riding gloves, so I'm wearing my backup gloves, and I had to cut the thumb off of it because it had torn pretty bad. So that kind of sucks, but I mean, gloves aren't that expensive, so I'll just have to grab a new pair shortly. But it just kind of feels weird to like have my thumb exposed. What a terrible place to stop. All right, back at it. So this should be interesting because I have never gone this far on a scooter, as far as just like geographical distance. I've done it while range testing for sure, but like, you know, doing a ton of loops, it's a bit different than riding out a far distance, because that creeping range anxiety comes in. But honestly, I should be fine with this. I'm not going too crazy on it right now. I just wish there were some hills I could actually roll on down. On your left. Just so I can keep track. 6 miles so far. I'm at 91.3 volts, so that's not too bad. Let's go to mode 1 on this trail, actually. Just try to conserve as much as possible. Because today's ride, per Google Maps, was about 19 miles there, and then I have to figure in about 15 miles for the actual group ride itself, and then the way back. So I should be fine. And because there aren't really going to be opportunities for me to even probably go 40 or 50, it's going to be more of a chill, 20 mile per hour ride. I think that'll leave plenty in the tank on the way back to not have to just limp it that way, so that'll be nice. Alright, I had to once, just once. Am I still going the right way? Yes, yes I am. I've actually never gone this way too. It's always been the opposite direction. So I am seeing some stuff for the first time. As far as the ride goes, I've been in Kenmore before. Used to go to Kenmore lanes all the time because it was cheap. Good old cheap bowling. Alright, back to one. On your left. This feels so unnatural to be on this scooter in mode 1. You know what? I'll just baby it in mode 3. I mean, that should be the same, right? Oh, that's where it starts, and then I get there with a third of the battery left and no charger on me. Oh boy. So as you can see, it's a pretty hazy, smoky day again here in Washington State. At least as far as this part of Washington State goes. Definitely sad to hear about all the loss involved in regards to the 7.2 earthquake that happened like a few hours ago. That's so crazy. Didn't happen in Washington, I'm just saying overall. I forget the specific place, but it was somewhere that had already been hit prior pretty hard, where the loss was like immense. So it's really sad to see, but let's keep this video positive. Holy moly. You're here for potentially looking at the views and hearing me ramble, not talking about that, so sorry. The heart's heavy though. I hope there are a decent amount of people out today, actually. Given the air conditions, I know some people have said they're not quite down, which I don't blame them. I mean, as you saw in yesterday's video, I had ash or soot coming down like hail, and that was gross. I'm glad I had my visor up. Wow, this is nice. One sec. Rider anxiety. Did I remember everything? Shit. Yes. Okay. Sorry. I was worried I forgot my backup GoPro batteries, because the way I figure it is this video will be getting there, and if I have time to spare, we'll see. And then the second video will be of the ride itself, which, even though it's going to last an hour and a half, I'm hoping to get some good footage. And then the final video will be the ride home, which I'm pretty curious to see how it's gonna go, just because I haven't tested out my my light yet. So, well, at least I haven't tested it out in a riding situation. I've tested it to make sure it worked and all that fun stuff, but we'll see. I think I need to go this way. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Can I just go? I'm just gonna go. Ugh. Alright. This is kind of a strange trail, but I like it. It seems better paved so far than the Sammamish River Trail side of it. Burke-Gilman connector. What the... Why? Constantly? Why? Well, I know why. I mean, this is a freaking long-ass trail, so of course there's gonna be intersecting roads. I'm just complaining. I'm sorry. I stopped complaining. I promise. Speed limit 15. Gosh, it's so hard to do 15. It's so hard, especially when you're like pretty comfortable cruising at 20 to 25. So far, I gotta say, I'm very happy that I chose to participate in this ride. Looks like I've lost about 6 volts so far. As I stated in yesterday's video, I can get this down probably to about 63 to 61 volts if absolutely necessary. But I'm really hoping that I don't have to do that. Considering the slow speed I'm traveling at pretty much throughout this ride so far, I'm really not expecting to have any range issues. On your left. Thank you. There's a lot of places to watch out for around here. Jeez. That's why it's 15 miles per hour over here, that's for sure. Oh, this is a nice ride though. nice benches. Damn, that's a nice house. Hey, a Lime scooter. And then I believe that's an e-bike, or at least, yeah. Of course, it has graffiti on it. That's nice. So was it? I saw an article today. I think it was. I don't remember if it was the Bronx or Manhattan, but some scooter company is trying to roll out a 3,000 scooter rideshare program, which, after seeing what happened last time New York got their hands on those types of scooters, not sure that's the best idea. On your left. That's some gross pavement right there. Bumpy, 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 but nothing these 11-inch tires can't solve. That's the one thing that that also, like, kind of gives you pause on a new route, is you don't know the pavement conditions like you do a route that you rode hundreds of times, you know? You might get a secret pothole and that's no good. So it definitely pays to pay attention and ride at a comfortable pace. When somewhere that's unfamiliar. Now, I don't have any gear on me either, other than my helmet and my riding jacket and my gloves and boots and my jeans, I suppose, if you want to count that. All clothing. But so if I get a flat, I'm fucked. Oh, I'm gonna have to bleep that. Ah, shit. Oh well. So that would make me very sad. Now, these are tubeless tires, so that definitely decreases my anxiety. That said, like, I'd love to always have a set on me. It's just today is like 94 again. The air is thick, humid, just grossness. I really didn't want to have extra stuff to carry. On your left? On your left, thank you. Had to stretch out the legs real quick. I gotta practice putting more pressure on my my front foot as well. Because of the Cobble Mantis, I tend to have a specific way my body wants to go. So I'm trying to unlearn that. To make sure my forward knee and back knees are always bent. Now that might have been a pass that I should have waited for those other bikes, the oncoming bikes, to come before I did, but that seemed like a couple that was tandem riding, and so I didn't want to. I wanted to get out of their hair as fast as I could. You know, it's Friday, I'm sure they're trying to enjoy their ride together. I think that's cute, so. Ugh, little bumpy. Now I do kind of wish I had like a SNR for this trip, or even just a Segway with a SNR swap. Just a bike in general. Just because I could get more range. On your left. And you know, when you run out of power, it just becomes a bicycle. Well, it can. Whoa. On your left. Thank you. On your left. Thank you. See, I think, at least for the people we interact with on these kinds of trails, if we can just be polite to people, I think the stigma behind electric vehicles, like, you know, there's that one that just people think we're punks, and we just want these like crazy fast vehicles to always just hammer it down. That's not the truth. I mean, granted, I love going fast. Don't get me wrong. Like, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. But I also love riding my electric scooter in the first place. And while I may do some stupid stuff while I'm on the street, I mean, as you've seen, unless it's not safe to, I typically stick to the bike lane. Well, maybe this series isn't the best view of that. What can I say? I was really wanting to test out the Bronco, but I mean, as you can see, generally speaking, on this thing, even when I was in traffic, you know, I was simply riding with traffic. Very rarely would I get out into the road otherwise. Now, I'll admit, If I see a lot of empty space in front of me, I'm gonna take it. At least when it comes to like making a video about my impressions of a scooter, you know? Don't get it twisted, like, you're gonna see my daily riding habits, and it's not all pedal to the metal. I mean, just look at today. That said, I'm still in mode 3 just in case an opportunity for speed is necessary or warranted. And voltage update with my hand on throttle. I am at 88. On your left. On your left. Ooh, bumpy, bumpy. Let's see here. 501 miles on the scooter so far. No crazy huge issues. Hallelujah. On this trip so far, 15.6 miles. Not shabby. This is going to be interesting getting back though on this trail. I mean, it shouldn't be too horrible. I just gotta take it easy and not go a crazy ridiculous speed the whole time. Oh, I did actually have to swap out my shoelaces yesterday. After it broke on me, I cannibalized my Adidas. Toe cramp. Toe cramp. Ah! No! What the funk? Alright, 1 second here. I gotta stop that cramp. Owie. Alright. Now I'm fairly certain then, if I've gone that far, well, actually I didn't account for me going this way as opposed to the Google Maps suggested route, so I might have added a couple miles onto my route. I'm gonna have to take a look. Alright, cramp gone. Thank you. Oh my. I think I might need some water. At least it didn't fall asleep on me. I think that's worse. Get the tingles while you're riding. Okay. Interesting. This is bumpy. Nope, cramp back. Nope. That was kind of a weird detour there. Use voice or bell when passing. Yes, please. Hey, I get to save some battery here. That's nice. And hopefully work this cramp out of my toe. Oh man, I mean, that person looks like they're walking on the left side. No, like I said, I don't want to be that person, right? Don't want to be that person that ruins it for everyone. Sweet. On your left. On your left. On your left. Thank you. Thank you. All right, getting close. No, rabbit. Bad rabbit. See, I'm telling you, they know. They know. They're trying. They're trying to get people off their scooters. Oh man, it kind of smells funky over here. That was weird. On your left. On your left. I hope there's like signs so I don't have to stop and pull out my phone. We'll see though. Ooh. On your left. That sounded neat. I want to say on this path I would just keep going. On your left. Am I going the right way? Burke Gilman Trail. Alright. Like Washington Loop. Alright. Pretty sure. Construction ahead. Okay. On your left. On your left. On your left. Methinks we went too far. I mean, I'm still on the Burke Gilman Trail. I don't know how far this thing goes though. On your left. We're at UW. Alright. Oh, bumpy. Alright, I'm gonna pull over right here. One moment. Yep, that's my passcode, just in case you wanted to know. Alright, wait. Okay. Go this one. Right. Well, I'm just 9 minutes away. That's not bad. Okay. Well.